Another Nikimida and Konnichiwa Nick this, and welcome to Boshi Podcast 38. It's been 2 weeks since I've seen you guys and brought you the latest news in K-pop today, plus a We Got Married review, but I am back and ready to give those to you guys. I guess to start off with the big story of the K-pop scene today, the temporary cancellations of all of our favorite music shows and variety shows because of the ship striking 3 weeks ago when we lost those sailors, and I'm extremely saddened for their families. It's been 3 weeks and the shows have not gone back to normal, and I'm not saying that people shouldn't grieve. I'm saying that they can grieve, but I think canceling the shows for 3 weeks in a row is a little extreme. You can put the shows back on schedule and still grieve. I mean, I'm not saying don't grieve. It was a terrible, terrible accident. I'm just saying that people are really missing the shows. I'm really missing Music Bank, Ikigayo, Star King. I look forward to these shows all week long, and they haven't been around for 3 weeks, so I'm kind of sad, and so is many other people. So I'm just saying that I'm getting a little fed up with all these shows being canceled. Temporarily, of course, temporarily. Everyone don't freak out. It's just temporarily. So I just wanted to express my opinion that I am getting frustrated about it. But I understand why, and I hope the schedules get back to normal as soon as possible. And I just want to say Chazamida to all those families out there who lost loved ones and the ship is striking. Now on to my We Got Married review. This episode was great. We hadn't seen We Got Married in almost 3 weeks. Gain and Jo Kwon went to Hong Kong, and that was so funny. First they had to find their way onto a train, and they needed to get a ticket for the train. And of course Jo Kwon doesn't know very good English, and so that was pretty funny, trying to get a ticket to get on the train. But they managed to get on the train, and it was so funny because once they got on the train, they were eating these little round things. They look like chocolate, and there was a guy sitting like in the next row, and he knew a little bit about Korea, and they just started reminiscing, and I thought that was so cute. And then by the end of the day, they got to their hotel room, and Jo Kwon wanted Gain to sleep in the same bed with him. That was so funny because Gain didn't want anything to do with that. She was like, no way, Shiro, which means I don't want to, Shiro, and that's your Korean word for today. Shiro is the shortened version of the word do not or cannot, which is Shiroheo, or yeah, I think that's right, Shiroheo. But this episode was great, and Soyeon and Jung Ha was absolutely great. The fellow members of CN Blue threw them a little wedding party, I should say, which was very, very cute. They brought a cake and food, and I thought this episode was absolutely great. I'm waiting until we can find subtitle versions for those cuts because I want to know what they were saying. I got the gist of the episode, and I could understand about 40%, but there were some things I could not understand at all. And I wanted to ask my viewers something. I know that Hangul means Korean, but I don't know how to say Korea. Is it the same as saying Korean? Hangul. So, someone out there, please help me. But this episode we got married. Chincha 좋아요. 저는 진짜 좋아요. I really liked it. Well, we're out of time for today. Please always remember, you can leave your comments or any suggestions at the bottom of this video. And if you have a personal question for me or anything about this episode you would like me to answer, you can also post those comments as well, and I will get right to you as soon as possible. Thank you guys for watching. This has been your host, Nick, and I will see you next week for another edition of Boshi Podcast. Goodbye, everybody.